All right, go ahead and raise your hands, and I'll get you the mic.
Charlie, there was a bit of hard contact off for you, but overall, I mean, that he had to have given you exactly what you were looking for. What did you think of his outing tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he's back to himself. You know, he's commanding his pitches. He's throwing his breaking pitches for a strike, and that's when you see that. That's when he pitches good, and that's what he's done in the last two starts.
We talked about Romano a lot before the game today. What was it like to see him in the ninth inning, kind of looking like he did for most of the year?
Well, you know who's gonna come up in a in a situation like he just did. The one thing I already knew he was fine. Talking to Pete Walker and Matt Bushman, he threw a bullpen the other day, and he said he's ready to go. So, you know, of course, there was no room for error, but he looked like the old Romano. He did a great job. And yes, it was great to see him.
Charlie, you mentioned before the game how important just that 1 extra mile per hour velocity is for Ryu. I think he threw his hardest pitch of the season today. Can you speak to like why that is so important for him?
Yeah, I think his balls, it explodes a little bit more when it's 90, 91 than when it's 89, 88. And it's almost like a David Phelps, like he only throws 93, 92, but it explodes. So that's the one thing about Ryu. When he's throwing 90, 91, that fastball explodes more in the zone, and it's tougher to hit. And then, of course, the key has been throwing his breaking pitches for a strike, keeping hitters off balance.
Hey, Charlie. Espinal rewarded your faith in him today when you moved him up to the number 5 spot with a couple of hits. What did you see from him tonight?
Just more good at bats. That's what he does. That's what he's been doing the whole time. Just because we've been talking about our offense not hitting, he's the one. He's a constant guy that's been having good at bats the whole time, and that's why it was easy for me to hit him fifth today.
Charlie, speaking a little bit of your defense, it feels like they maybe took away a couple of hits there. They were well positioned in some sharp line drives. How much confidence do you have in those guys, especially with Ryu on the mound?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons where we have won games, because our defense and of course, our pitching, our starters have been good. Our relievers, I don't know where we are now in high leverage by the bullpen, but I think we just took the lead in baseball. So there's no room for error, and you got to make all the plays, and we have been making all the plays.
All right, thank you,
Cool.
everyone.
All right, thank you. Oh,
He's going to St. Louis.
there goes the streak.
Yeah, it's my time. We'll start with Alek. What did you think of his performance today?
He's Alek Manoah. He's been great the whole time. Now 2 years now. We're very confident that we have a chance to be in the game when he pitches, and he did the same thing today. Even when he gets in trouble, he finds a way to get out of trouble, and that's a credit to him.
Obviously, Jordan Romano is a great closer. Did you consider sending Alek back out for the 9th inning?
You just said it. I got the best closer in baseball.
Charlie, talking about Bo and the struggles of this offense, this was definitely a stellar start by Manoah. How important is it for a guy like Bichette to get those homers and to give Alek the win?
You know, the funny thing about Bo, that guys get on him a lot because he swings a lot, but 2 of his home runs today were on the first pitch. He just swings the bat, and he's aggressive. You don't want to take that away from the kid. Last year he did the same thing, and he was breaking Joe DiMaggio's, and all kinds of people were coming up in the scoreboard about what he was doing. So, he's going to swing the bat, and sometimes looks not as good, but sometimes he does what he just did today, which was the game. He won us at the game, Manoah and Romano.
And then Alek was very efficient with his pitch count today. What went into the decision of
That I got
pulling
the
him?
best closer in baseball?
Charlie, what was the conversation like with Alek, though, when you had to give him
Oh,
that news?
I love the kid. That's just who he is, It could be in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, whenever. He never wants to come out, and that's why he's that good.
And it looked like George came over and actually had some words with him as well, just about, what the decision that was made. What did that mean for you to see that moment?
I mean, everybody does. We get it. We all get along. All these kids get along. That's what I love about our team. You know, we're a tight club, and that's beautiful that guys talk to each other whenever, at any time.
Charlie, obviamente te han preguntado en inglés por Alek, por esa actuación. Las últimas 3 salidas habían sido derrotas, pero él había estado espectacular. Hoy se le da 8 innings de actuación. ¿Qué viste de él en esta oportunidad y cuánta confianza te da, obviamente?
Tú sabes
tener
que yo no sabía que la última salida había perdido el juego él.
las últimas 3.
Ah, sí.
El juego, pero no habían ganado.
Sí, sí. No, pero ese muchacho, la confianza que él tiene, por eso que era pichado tan bien, porque eso nos enseña. Él nació con eso y bueno, y los lanzamientos son buenos también, pero eso es lo que me encanta de ese muchacho, el corazón que tiene. Let me translate that. Where's Tito?
Anyone else?
All right, guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.